Hello everyone, Mayor Jordan here, and welcome back to Birdsong Bay, where this time I think we're going to start, finally, on the Airports DLC, which has been a long time coming, considering that's why I started the series really, but you know, you had to build up the town first. I don't know why this is still, don't know why it's doing this every time. It's, I have to like come in, do that, then come in at the end, top the S, there we go, job's good, and I probably won't do that again, but I don't know why it's doing that. If you have any ideas as to why that could be an issue, please do let me know. I would appreciate it greatly. I accidentally tapped out there we go. But anyways, welcome back. I hope you were doing well. So we're going to start I guess we'll call it a regional airport for now due to the population size. But I really feel like over here is going to be our best bet. It's already relatively flat. And I'll be honest, I don't know the exact size we're going to need for now. But what I do know is that it's probably larger than expected. So we're going to kind of do this, you know, somewhat slowly. We're going to have to sell our soil, not our souls yet. Then we'll kind of do this bit, and then let's go ahead and get, ooh, didn't want to do that one. How do I don't know how to undo that. That's going to be a bit awkward. I accidentally just clicked there on accident. So I wanted to actually do this where it was just slightly smaller, just to get more towards the edge here. Obviously that's messing with the river a little bit, but we can come in and sort of tidy that up. But there we go, we got that. And then let's go ahead and I guess go to our tools here and fix a little bit of this that we have done. Why is it really laggy today? There's something oddly laggy about the game right now. Is it because like everything's... Oh, it's just when I'm doing this. How very odd. I usually don't have it doing that to me. But who knows. I guess it could be plethora of many things now. We are getting farther into the series, and that does happen sometimes with things, but usually not on this kind of population scale. Usually it takes a little longer, so I'll make sure that everything's still running okay. So yeah, we're going to want to kind of tidy this up a little bit, because that looks a little ridiculous. We'll probably put some like keys in here or something at some point. I just don't want it to look quite as janky as it did. And of course this is going to be called, oh yeah, we gotta, oh wait, we can change it now. So this is going to be the Birdsong Bay Regional Airport. Because I feel like that's going to be fitting for what it shall be. Now, this is going to be my first proper time building the airport. And I know on my first go at it, and we're going to go classic, of course, just because. But I know based on my first go at it that it's not going to be very good. And I'm totally 100% willing to admit that. And the reason that is the case is because it is considerably more, I guess, complicated than I had anticipated. I mean, it's not like complicated, but it's complicated enough to where, you know, it's going to take me a little bit to maybe learn how to exactly do things to make, you know, it all look correct and look a little bit more realistic. So currently I'm just seeing which way I want things to land and take off, because we got to make sure, you know, we're clear of the bridge and clear of numerous things. I think if we did right here, that is a pretty good sign. So yeah, we take off. There's a couple little trees in the way that we can, you know, kind of delete and do what we need. So we'll pretend that that's going to help it. We'll go ahead and we'll see about connecting that service. We don't need it connected just yet, so that's fine. So we're going to need to get the taxiway done, of course, but let's go ahead and build out more of the terminal, or the concourse rather. And you know, I'm trying to think, because this is what all the planes park off of, so this is going to be a bit of a a hindrance depending. Actually, maybe where I put this might be not so ideal. Maybe I need to build this first. So let's go out 180, or well, 180 degrees, of course, but that way and then that way. And you can build off kind of every which way here. And I'm thinking of doing this. And the reason being is I think that's going to allow us to park the planes here on the inside, if I'm not mistaken. And sort of make it look a little, maybe a little more legit than I've done before, but we'll find out. Because, yeah, so it allows us to do like this sort of a thing. And I think it could look rather nice if I can manage to make it so. And then do the same on the other side here. Again, this would be great if I could untoggle the white, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm kind of bummed I can't get another one in there. But I guess I can at least center one, maybe. And then the biggest thing is making sure that I can connect all of this, because it's going to be something as well. So, yeah, that one's not going to want to connect. I may actually take that one out to be able to do this, so it has this sort of a way around. So now it'll have a little loop coming around for this. Which I think will help. But that's 6 planes for the time being. We can put more on the outside, which will be good. And again, this is going to be a regional airport, so it doesn't need to be massive, which is fine. But we are going to go ahead and give it a little bit more, just for future reference, because it could be handy. I mean, big regional doesn't mean it needs to be tiny. So we're going to have that. On the end of this one, we'll put in a tower, because, I mean, kind of a necessity. We'll do the hotels and all that bit later on. But let's do... Okay, now that we have that, we can kind of come through here and figure out where we want this. Maybe I'll just literally go straight across here. That might be the best bet. And then, yeah, coming off of here, we'll have this. And then we will, oh, there we go. We can attach that to there, and I'm okay with that. It's a little bit janky, but it's actually not too bad, so I'll take it. Let's go ahead and get this all popped up to the best of our ability. And we obviously need a road that's going to make its way here as well. I think as a temporary measure, just because it's going to make sense. I'm going to go ahead and pause, actually make this a little easier. But yeah, as a kind of temporary measure, we're going to just build it to this road over here. So it'll connect, have like a pathway that goes through here and then over. And I think that should be pretty good. So what I'll do is I might actually grade this if it doesn't cost too much. Kind of just all the way through. Although I don't know how ridiculous it'll end up looking, but I guess that's to find out. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing this just so it's a nice like grade all the way to the point of where I want to be. And then we can connect it up so at least it has the ability to get in and out. And we'll put our own little metro system in and everything, because it's not going to be an international one. This will be the regional. We will have an international airport, I'm sure. And then we can work from there. And, you know, I don't really want to use this for this area because I like how this sort of trumpet or whatever style, however it works. So what I think I'll do is I think I'll build something off of maybe this. Well, I say that corner, it's not really ideal either. But maybe I'll build something elsewhere, or maybe I'll just make them use this, and, you know, they have to go kind of farther around. I don't think it's big enough of an issue. And then rely mostly, if not all, on public transport, because that's obviously the ideal thing anyways. So I think that's going to be fine. I just didn't want any of those like super like harsh angles. So that should be good. And then we will go ahead and, because we will need budget hotels and everything over here, that is definitely for certain. We're going to bring it down this way, and this is where we'll put that kind of stuff in, you know, kind of close to the concourses. But yeah, I guess not too horrifically close. We'll start there, kind of put it there, and then we'll work about getting some fencing and other things around there too. All right, so we got that. And you can't upgrade this road, correct? Like to... Yeah, so it's only this bit. That's fine. But that will get us to where we need to be, at least for this area. And I'm going to go with... Yeah, we'll use like a nice... You know, this is the entrance to the city, so we'll have it as like a nice little tree-lined area. And then this is going to be... Just slowly... kind of done here. Let's do to here. And then there we go. This curve tool hilariously is one that I never used before. I would only use the free form one. And I'll be honest, I've really grown to like how... I think I just didn't understand how to use it before, but I've really grown to like how you use it. I don't know what it is about it, but I guess because you can just get like the curve that you're looking for, even if I didn't know that's what I was looking for before. And I don't know, I really like the way that it works in general. And it gets me the result that I'm looking for so much better, which is great. Just sort of deciding where I want to do this. I may end up putting it there. And then we'll do this one. I might freeform a little bit more. There we go. So not beautiful, but it should be functional, and that's what matters for me right now, at least. We're going to do that. I think I'm actually going to, you know, I may actually downgrade this road. Maybe not there, but here and all the way through, because I think it's going to be a very overkill road. And that actually works a little better for me. So I think that's going to be good for that area as well anyways. So we're going to need power, which I will just run across the river here and then connect up to the university, or maybe, I wonder if I could run off the power of just this area. That would be kind of funny. But no, we'll go to the university. Okay, can I get over that? I can, yes. There we go. So, now we can press play. We just got to hook up the water, of course, because I kind of forgot that bit. And then kind of break my rule ever so slightly and just hook up via that way, because it's going to be easier. And now we should, yep, we have planes arriving and leaving, which is good to see. We obviously do need a little bit in the way of, yeah, the sanitary is going to be an issue, but that's, I guess, a good point to maybe having... I wonder if we could have our own recycling center, like, quite close, although it's quite pollution heavy. Maybe I'll put literally just a waste center, like right here. A waste transfer center, rather. Because it's going to sort of fit in anyways. Like, I know I said this is like the way you enter and it's supposed to look beautiful, but maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll do... Let's put a one of these roads in, and we'll bring it down. Can I get it like kind of back here? Well, oh no, I want to put stands there maybe or eventually. What if I was to do like... Would that fit? I don't think so. What if I just go through here and I'll move it right there for now? So at least, you know, it's a little bit out of the way. It's not directly seen as you enter the city, which may be a little bit better for some people. And then we can decide if we want to move that later down the line as well. All right, so Birdsong Bay Regional Airport. We need to increase the attractiveness, so that's going to be adding in probably some of these hotels among other things. I always forget which tab things are in. So yeah, let's see. Does this help? Yes, it does. The Budget Airport Hotel, which yeah, I think is going to be very wise. So we'll go ahead and start putting that, you know, sort of just around here. We'll put it quite close. We'll put multiples in as well because they do look different, which is something I really love. So they actually made them look different. Not just those two, but color-wise they look different, I should say. But I really like that. I respect that they actually went through the effort of doing it. We're going to upgrade this to the trees because, you know, we want it to look a little bit more fancy. And then, of course, we're going to need to have a way to transfer over here. I think this might be a fun time. We could add an elevated metro station. Although I can fit in a metro station right there and then they don't have to cross the road. That's actually better. Unfortunate, but for what I was kind of wanting to do there, but at the same time, let's be honest, it's a lot better for everyone involved. So this is going to be a bit of a thing of seeing where I can connect to. I may end up, because I don't want to just connect and then have to fight, you know, connect to the tube line and then just fight there. I want to connect from the end of one of these, but these are so far away. That leads me to believe maybe, what's over here? Is this all, oh yeah, this is my new area. So this actually wouldn't hurt to have some sort of a system anyways. I wonder if I could squeeze it in like back here. You know, kind of like back here without, you know, it being too noisy and everything. Just because that may work a little bit better for us. And then I can connect perhaps this one up. And then it can go around this way and then eventually connect there. And I can build things in between as the time comes. Because I think that may work well. And I'm going to put it there. I didn't really do too much debating on that one, I guess. But that's just where I decided I want to put that one. And then for here, we're going to make this basically just a new line for this area. So, and then we'll put this through here and we will run it under there for the meantime. And that is intense, but that's fine. And then we'll make this a new line that works that way. Comes back this side and connects back there. And then we'll go ahead and name that line as well. Or well, we won't name it, we'll just color it to make it easy to see. And we'll make that one yellow. And hopefully, hopefully that works. Do we have any garbage trucks coming this way? I do hope so, because we need them. All right, so that is done. That makes me feel better. We have some of these small hangars that we can add in. And I think we shall. I'm just trying to figure out where, because I could use a little bit more of the taxiways or something to be able to do that. Although I can add them on the regular road, which is kind of hilarious. It doesn't really work that way, but I like the ability. Obviously could add these in. I could add them in here because I can't actually fit, because I could actually fit the planes in there, but it's a little bit tight. How about the hangar? The hangar's actually a little bit better of a fit. So I think we're going to put the hangar in right there. I wish I had the ability to paint the pavement like I have previously, but I think we're just going to have to deal with what we have. And we're not going to worry about, like, you know, 5-starring this one and everything. This is literally just, you know, we have it because it's going to benefit the city. So That's fine. I know this is not a professional layout by any means. Considerably better than the video I did on my Xamtor channel, trying to do it, because that was bad. But I just, you know, it's the first time I turned it on. It's actually kind of more difficult than I thought. But we have the attractiveness score, so that's good to see. I like that very much so. And did it have car rentals? Interesting. 2% income. Tourists are more likely to use cars. So that's, yeah, that's a bit of a, it could go either way, really. But the thing is, in reality, you would clearly have that. So it's kind of, you know, it's, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, there's plenty of cars coming out for sure anyway, so I'm not sure how much I'm able to compete with that anyways, but we're doing good on passengers already, which is great to see. In fact, it's already quite busy. It's just already being used a little bit, so I'll take that. And people are using the hotels, which is also very nice to see. I'm sure they're competing heavily on pricing. But there we go. We got that, so I'm happy to see that that's actually working. I will put a little bit of high density retail across the way, because you come in here and you know, that's probably something that you would like. So yeah, let's go ahead and put that in there. And then maybe we can pretend we have some airport offices just right there. I don't know if anyone's going to actually get that as a job. It's a bit far away. But we'll find out. And there we go. Level 2 airports. We now have like the medium aircraft stuff. We got the airline lounge, which, I mean, mine is a, you know, regional airport, and it still has a lounge. So I feel like that's like kind of fun. We do need the aviation fuel station. I mean, I just feel like that's a smart move. So we will have that. Now I don't really know. Should I do taxiways still for all of that? Like, I guess so, because it would be weird to have, like, I guess, would it be weird to have roads throughout the airport for that kind of thing? I truly don't know. Because, I mean, I assume at the aviation fueling station, they're going to need to be able to drive to it as a plane. Unless, you know, well, I guess the fuel trucks bring the thing to them, actually, now I think about it. So maybe not. It's just like one of those things I'm trying to debate how I want to do it. Maybe I'll do it that way and then just pretend it's the trucks bringing it. We can maybe have... Oh, I have an idea, because this is how I know that some of like Heathrow Airport works, where they do the tunneling under. Then it comes up to the side, and then this is where we can add in a lot of that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm not really worried about this like being, I know it's not very even, but it's just sort of a unfortunate side effects of everything. Okay, then we'll have maybe like a little bit of a, actually no, we'll put nothing back there. Now that I think about it, because we're going to want that for more stalls most likely, so, or taxis or stands, that's what they're called. Alright, so now we can go in and add, because we could have the large hangars and stuff like that. We could have a luxury airport hotel, but I feel like that's a bit intense, considering. I am going to put the, can I put that on the edge? No, you can't. I'm going to put this here so you can watch it on arrivals, because I feel like that's fitting. A lot of the times, you know, you want to see people taking, you know, taking off and coming in and everything. You know, perfect view to see all of our waste management, which I feel like I can kind of hide this back here now, which is nice. Which we do need to pop, obviously. There we go, and power. Let's see how much. That's not bad. I'll do that. So that should power there. Yes, perfect. And then we can go ahead and add in some of these other little things like the fuel which it will put on the far end since it's kind of large. And then we're going to want, okay, so I got medium park planes, the airport bus station. That's probably going to be quite useful as well. It's actually not too massive either. So, you know, I could put that in somewhere if I want. Is that connected to the concourse? Oh my gosh, it is. Okay, that's interesting. I might be able to work that out somehow, but I don't feel like, again, for what we have, I don't feel like I'm going to need that large of a bus station. In fact, I feel like just having the rental cars is more realistic for this kind of a thing. So we're going to do that, as much as I may despair about wanting more cars on the road. But I feel like that's going to be more in the way of realism for like what I want. So, all right, so let's go ahead and put in some more, I guess, stalls, because I think it's just going to be good. And we could have a couple of medium ones, because I feel like it works, because I mean, we don't have to be fully like a tiny place. We can fit in some of the larger things as well. So we can do that, and then, if I'm not mistaken, they can back out of these. Got a little bit of a node problem, but I found out if you just do this, it seems to work. Then for like there, we can also just stop there and then go to that. But I think they can back out of there. So that should be fine. And I'll reverse that in half a second. Space area occupied, interesting. Will it let me just do it now because I got it the right way? No. Okay. There we go. We get there in the end. So, in theory, I think that should work. We shall see if that is indeed true. But so far, we're actually doing pretty decent. And I'm wondering how all this is going, considering, you know, all the traffic's needing to get over here now, but it seems to be okay, which is good. Yeah, we may end up at some point coming around here somewhere and sort of figuring that out. I think, is this one of the medium planes? No, it's a small one. Okay, it looked larger for some reason. But yeah, we'll figure something out there with hopefully kind of putting that together and, you know, making it look nice. You know, we could actually increase the concourse size over here. Because of the way we sort of have this laid out. We could even kind of go to there if we feel like we want to add anything to that. And, you know, we can always add on one of these big boys somewhere, and maybe even expand out here if we do want to make this a big one. Because, I mean, it's a massive spot if I really wanted to do anything with it. So there's always the chance. And I really wish our waste management would focus. I wish you could say just focus on this area, nowhere else. That would be absolutely fantastic. But for some reason, that is not the case. I think it's because they're also taking it here and then having to go all the way over here, which is probably not useful either. I would give them a way to just get over here via like an underground, but I worry about the traffic for everyone else. I'm sorry, I just got a crazy idea. And it's doing exactly that. So my thought is now, bring this out as a bridge, goes over here, and connects up over to here in maybe like a roundabout or something, which then could connect to here. Oh, Lord, we got it going. All right, here we go. This could go numerous ways, I'll be honest, but we'll see how it goes. And let me try this. So let's first do, this is going to be my guide, basically. We will do here because I think this is going to be a good center point. And I don't know how big I want to make this yet, so I'm thinking, I think maybe just on these insides may work for us. So let's try that. And let's just see what happens. So it's a little bit of like a kind of oval about, which is fine because I think it's going to make it a little easier for us. Then delete all of that. So this needs to be the avenue, which will connect sweetly to there. And then we can have this, which, yeah, this might be the harder part of this, actually. So this can maybe, I might be able to bring that around here. The hardest bit is actually going to have this now coming out to go over here now that I look at it. With it looking normal. Because I could very well, you know, just do that and then go at it and it's fine. Which, it's not the worst. It's a bit of a steep curve, but I mean, I've been on some pretty interesting ones before that are definitely worse. So, I mean, I'm not opposed. And then for this one, I think we can come out to maybe a little shorter than that. Be like there. And then like that. Again, I'm not planning on making, like, I want to make things pretty, but in reality, I want to make things functional more than I want them to be pretty. So I do apologize if this triggers anyone's, either OCD or whatever else, because that is a very serious illness, I understand, and I know it's hard for some people to watch this. But, you know, I'm trying. That's the best I gotta say. Okay, so let's do something like that, maybe. In fact, we'll do it even more, perhaps gently that way. And of course, I found it easier to build it backwards, so that's what I'm doing. And then for this side, that's actually quite an easy one. So we automatically had that. That makes that quite easy. We don't actually need this anymore. Because of the way that we can now work with it. There we go, we got that. Because they could just take this, turn around, and go that way now, so that's perfect. And now we can go ahead and do our madness over here that may or may not work for us. So let's see. And like, I could complain that, you know, and I'm sure there may be the complaints that, you know, this is a little bit silly to have all this traffic on a single, like these 2-lane roads, but honestly, I find that they carry traffic better than like almost anything sometimes. I don't know what it is, but I swear they carry traffic better than the big roads on many occasions. I've made an entire city just purely for curiosity's sake on just these roads before, and they just handle it so well. I don't know if it's just because the lane mathematics that's behind it. There's a BIFA term for you, I think. But I don't know if it's something to do with that or what, but oh my gosh. It's just like it's made, like the game's made for it sometimes, just to have these. I guess it's like, that's why I feel like more lanes, not more better, really. So I'm tempted to connect that up like that, but I was also tempted to not. But maybe that'll be fine. So we'll see what happens. So we're going to let that go. They're taking the turn that used to be there for them. This could also be great for us. Now there's another way to get down here without going throughout the entire city, going around this way. This could really be actually a huge deal for this area. And like, I could move this actually somewhere else, but I could actually, now that I look at it, would this fit over here without issue? It would. Okay. So let's come off of here. And we're going to go to here. And then just kind of as far back as I can that way, I guess. And then I want to put that as far back as I can there. Waste transfer facility will actually even put just here so they can go out and around real quick. Then we can delete that. So that should clear itself up, which will be fantastic. And then for the time being, yeah, we're going to want to power this somehow. Let's just put a windmill there. That'll be, it's just sole source of power very quickly. That didn't reach, did it? Oh, no, it did. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, that's going to be very, very, very busy. And again, I'm okay with that. As long as it's not too insane. It looks okay for now. Ooh, okay. I just realized they can't park on this, of course. That's why I don't use it very often. So what I will do is I'm going to turn this all into areas where you can park. And that'll probably help that situation out immensely. And then I'm going to do the same over here. But I don't want them to park there, so we will keep it that way. This needs water. Can do. And there we go. That's going to hopefully work better for us. But now that there's that connection, I'm really hoping that this can like kind of sort itself out a lot quicker. And everything with that. So all right, so yeah, we got people parking now, which is good. That's what we needed. We have lots of cars going over, but they're moving nicely, and that's what's important. Here we're going to want to go ahead and say you need to stop there, Mr. Trucks. And this is moving at an okay pace, but I definitely would like that to be better. So I think that's when we will choose to upgrade this bit with this, and let's see if that makes them use both lanes. It does indeed. And I'll actually upgrade that just slightly back so they have a little bit more time to kind of choose which lane they want to be in, and that should speed that up considerably. I may even be tempted to do it all the way back to there, because then they can, you know, kind of choose at this point. We'll definitely turn this off as a lot. Everyone's good to go except that, and they should hopefully stick to this right lane until when they're turning out anyways. But okay, I'm liking this so far. This is better for me already. And hopefully that's keeping, you know, this area not quite as jam-packed as it once was. And same with this other area for people that want just to get here. And hopefully helping the traffic in the others, which I probably should check, make sure. Yeah, this still looks fine. You know, a lot of the times they could be literally just going through here real quick to get onto the highway, and that is totally fine as well. This actually looks better utilized now. So that's good. This is a little bit backed up, but I think that is due to either we have some funny lane things here. Yeah, they're just doing what they do. It'd be fine. I can always turn that into a 3-lane one, and that may work, but for now, I'm okay with where that's at. And how are we doing in the university? So close to 800 students. I don't know what I need to do to get more there. I'm not really sure of how that works, to be honest. Okay, so we've had one medium flight, or at least I see one medium flight is active, so that's cool to see. Yeah, so garbage is still piling up, unfortunately. Hopefully we can, I mean, I'm okay if we wanted to put an incinerator or some sort of a thing back here. Let's put this here. I'm just curious how much this discolors the area. We'll put a recycling center in. If it just discolors the area like massively, then we'll, you know, take a rain check on that one. But I can't actually remember how bad it is, so we'll leave it be. And I think there's a, yeah, so there's a medium flight. So in theory, the medium flight, if it didn't just disappear, which is odd, should have backed out and then done its thing, which I think they're even doing it there, which is very odd. But it should have just backed out and like carried on, but maybe there's some other thing at play there that I don't quite understand. So we need the attractiveness up now that I see that, but I'm not in any rush to get it, you know, upgraded. I'm kind of okay with where it is currently. But yeah, we can always, you know, mess with that at a later date. So we'll see. But I think things are coming together pretty well. So that it's, again, not beautiful. This being at an angle, I guess looks more weird from above. It's okay if you look at it like this, or, you know, I guess like how, yeah, ground-ish level. It's, or drone level, I guess this would be almost. Like, it's pretty neat. Definitely looks a bit old school. Does it have a French flag on it? That's interesting. And a Union Jack. Also, I got asked why I call this a Union Jack. It's because, you know, because a lot of the time it's called a Union flag. It's literally only because when I was in the UK, I went on a history tour. And I talked to the beef eaters in London Tower about this as well, and like a bunch of other stuff, just to like, and you know, I'm very into history and I talk to them a lot. So I think it's only called or maybe I call it the Union flag. Wait, which way did I go? I forgot already. So the Union Jack is when it's on a ship, basically, and the Union flag is when it's just on land. So that's what it was. I think that's the right way around. I like how I've literally forgotten as I was saying it, because now I'm doubting myself. But it's one of those, if you want to look it up, feel free. But it's only a Union Jack when it's on a ship, a naval ship, of course, and everything. So yeah, that's kind of the reasoning behind that, if you ever did wonder why I call it that. It's just purely out of pretentious habit at this point. Because I learned one thing in history and I was like, I'm in, I love it. So I just really love history, so I sort of call it as it is, I guess. And I just went ahead and made that. If that helps them get out of there, I don't know. I don't like that they're disappearing, but at the same time, I don't know what I can do to fix that. Other than, you know, probably make it better, but that ain't going to happen, obviously. And there's not enough room to do that over here, so only have the room to do it there. But so be it. We're getting the flots, at least that's the, wow, 6,000. Jeez, we're doing well. I mean, that's fine enough to me. Or for me. So yeah, maybe we'll make, maybe at some point we'll make another little, concourse going this way, and then maybe make an airline or an air strip or something that goes off like through here, and maybe turn this into an international airport. I guess it can be like a kind of mode of expansion and see where we go from there. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how things are going, and I'm really happy with how this is working. I mean, it's not perfect, you know, that there's a slow right turn a lot of the times, and you know, it's just how it is. If I did this on all of it, it would be fine, but I wanted to use this bit, so it just means they're yielding more properly, I guess, in reality, instead of slinging themselves in at like 70, 80 miles per hour. So maybe that's better. But yeah, next time I think we'll work on just making the airport look a little bit better. Maybe we'll do the international airport when either it seems fit, or maybe when we hit like 50,000 people, something like that. Because I feel like I can start to kind of justify it at that size. So I think, yeah, we'll maybe try to get the attractiveness up. We'll at least level it up, because I feel like that'll be good. We'll get it at a little bit higher of a level. But yeah, I think next episode we'll come in and maybe we'll start to make this into a nice little area. You know, maybe we can make a little touristy area, start putting some of these little unique buildings down. So maybe we can work into here. We'll see if we can't manage to force the university to upgrade, because I would really like to see it. You know, have a little bit more. I'm even going to put in some more housing here, see if that helps, actually. But I would like to see it, you know, sort of work its way into looking better and everything. So we'll see if we can do that. And then maybe we'll go and see if we can work, you know, maybe Like, just make sure, I mean, there's obviously some traffic issues here and there, but I can't really worry about that too much after a while, especially because it's just a lot of pedestrians sort of traveling through doing things. Maybe we'll make sure that that we can fix that a little bit, but maybe not like worry about it too much. But we'll start some buildings within here. We can maybe start to work on our cargo area a little bit more. Do I have regular airports unlocked like these ones? No, so we're still a little bit out on those airports. But yeah, I really want to get the cargo airport unlocked in this as well, and I'm not entirely sure how or when that's done. I mean, there's a cargo airport train station. So airport train station, yeah, cargo airport terminal. So I need to reach level 3, which is not far away. Maybe that's what we'll work for next time. Because yeah, the ability of having a cargo airport would be very important. And then we could put that maybe up here, and like it'd be, you know, a nice little place for that for sure. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I thank you all so very much for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. And that's a wrap. All right, goodbye.